can't take it to 10.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw again. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robbie Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. No. I got you, son.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Even. 4 down. Even. You just watch 88 over there. Just 21. 59 Mike. Check. 58 Alpha. Touchdown defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
A loss of 10 yards.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got a first down past the 30, and finally down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right? Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork that led to the incompletion.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, open man is Bourne. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Small. 57.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
11.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
258. 50 seconds. Come on. Let's go, Happy.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. And
Ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, Charlie. Mike, check, 59. White. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 180. 59. Watch the back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Deuce. Lock.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Inside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. They go to Elliott again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12. Check 59.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
57.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Check. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jim.
Now Elliott. And he he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Working from the gun. Rodgers got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll
try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfired.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that'll that'll be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Open man is Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That's good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
21.
These babies cry all the way back home.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 31.
Get 300.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Begin. Hey, Mike. Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jump out. 57's the mark.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week.